Well, all right, all right, all right. How's everybody doing tonight? Going for a whole nother kind of night show. See what's going on. See how things are going. My name's Q. And you?
I am Tony.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's 9 o'clock or 9:15 wherever you're at. And we just wanted to come at you on a nighttime version of this. Kind of like we have some, I have a couple things to say. Tony's going to be talking off the top of his head, see what's going on.
That's it.
And but how was your weekend, sir?
My weekend was great. It was real good. You know why it was good?
Why?
My son just turned 15.
All right.
He just turned 15. My boy's not a little boy no more. It's crazy. But yeah, man. It's good. I appreciate that. No, but yeah, he turned 15, and he had a bunch of friends over here. They had it nighting. Things got tore up. Scratches everywhere. Boys. That's why I like raising girls. They don't tear your house up.
Turn up your recording a little bit. All right. Okay. And then, what'd you guys do for his birthday? Where'd you guys go? Did you guys do anything special?
No, he just wanted to go to Urban Air.
Oh.
So that's where we went to. Yeah, we went over there to Urban Air. And, yeah, that's what it was. That's what he did. He went over there. They jumped for like 2-3 hours. Ate some pizza and Wendy's and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool.
All right.
It was beautiful.
Ain't nothing wrong with some pizza. I be loving some pizza. Well, I got to see my grandbabies this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, on Saturday. Maya, Alice, love you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Went over to my daughter's house, and we made. Turn it down a little bit. We made some pizzas, homemade pizza. She made the dough in her little mixer thingy that she got over, for over the Christmas time.
Okay.
And man, there were some good pizzas.
Oh yeah.
And then we had a good time with my granddaughter's crazy, man. I forget how much energy these kids got.
They got a lot.
Oh my God, I was like, what is happening?
They got a lot.
How are they?
I ain't got no grandkids yet.
Oh, just wait, man.
I don't think I'm ready yet. Still in my youth.
No, I'm already in my sexy grandpa mode, so I don't care.
No. Okay, sexy grandpa.
I'm sexy grandpa, that's right. And I'm happy with it. Shit, I got my good ass woman, I got my beautiful woman. I got everything,
I got a couple of people over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring a good friend over here to the screen. It's my wife's best friend over here. We're trying to get her on here one day. You gotta get your head down.
Who's that? Tay?
It's Ty.
Ty. That's Ty.
Ty.
That's right.
Hey guys.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get her on here one day.
How are you doing, guys?
I apparently she ain't shy.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my wife's best friend.
Right on.
Sisters, I would say. And yeah, they all standing in the doorway. Yes, I'm live. So can y'all leave me alone, please? All right, see y'all later. Sorry, guys. All right, back to the episode at hand. So yeah, Q, you wanted to jump on tonight. I also wanted to jump on because I wanted to check the audio.
Right.
But it seemed like you had something on your mind.
Well, I've been hearing only some, not a lot, just only some.
Okay.
Of my fellow conservative Republican people talking about Iran, and they're like, well, I don't know, man, because I'm like, look, you were also in the military, so you know how military actions go. We're going to take our time, make sure that regime is gone. We're going to open up we got to open up that little Hormuz place. And if you ever served in the Gulf, you know how it's difficult to do those kind of things.
Yes.
And so we're We're going to take it over, and it's going to open up again. That's why Trump ain't worried. He knows what's going to happen. We have a plan, and it's only it's what, the fourth week now, 28 days so
Okay.
far, and we've obliterated them. They're gone, but people are getting all, oh my God, you know what? Shut up and stop yourself. Just be quiet, because are you in that situation room? Are you there with all them generals? They know what they're doing. And then all the way down to the very end, to the E1s, we all have our plans. We all have the things, our mission that we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
We go in and take care of those missions. And one thing that I do love about Trump, there's no political part of it. He's keeping that out. He don't care. You guys got something to say, so what? What are you going to do to me? Right?
Right.
We're going to go in there, going to get this pimple that's been on our ass for 47 years. You ever have a pimple on your ass there, Tony?
Uh,
A little
and
too
I'm
much information,
45
but
now.
I'm just saying that
And
when
I'm
they
45.
get to a point, it hurts, and we're done, and we're gonna pop that sucker, and that's what we're doing. We're popping the
Okay.
pimple off this face of the earth because we're just tired of their dumb stuff. And just imagine them having a nuclear weapon. I can't, because they would just be. I mean, every day would be. All right, we got a possibility of having a bomb over here. We got a bomb over there. We got a bomb because they got it so sophisticated now that the delivery system can be as small as a suitcase. We got to be careful, and we're doing it because they were an immediate possibility of having a nuclear weapon. Can't have that.
I agree.
You
I
know.
agree. We can't have no nuclear weapons and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say. I really don't follow the news like that, nor do I follow the war.
And we're doing.
Um, so you know, I really can't speak upon those words.
I'm hugely political.
I,
And I'm just getting tired of.
but you got to also understand, though, Q,
Mm,
people so have their own opinions. People have their own thoughts, right? Um, some people are saying no war, and you got some people saying war, right? I don't think we should be telling people to shut up, but I do say if you're not in those shoes or those boots, sit down and listen. I wouldn't necessarily tell people to shut up because, again, people are entitled to whatever they think, no matter
right,
if it's good, bad, or indifferent.
right.
And I'm not going
I'm
against you.
saying it in a way of like you have the right to your opinion. Say whatever you want,
Correct. Yes.
but I'm going to critique you.
Okay.
If you got something to say, I'm going to critique you. Do you have any military experience? Do you understand how these actions work? Do you understand? I'm going to go down the list and critique your opinion, just as I hope people do with me. But I agree with you.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. So that's all I'm saying. Um, if you have an opinion, you should be open to criticism, right? Your critiqueness, right? Because you're opening up to whatever you're opening up to. So you should be able to hear both sides. You should be able to hear why war, and you should be able to hear why not war, right? And then let whoever make those real decisions make those real decisions. Because honestly, we just civilians in the background. Do we want our boys and girls going over there getting killed and stuff like that? Of course not. Absolutely not. I got a daughter in the military right now. Granted, she's not
Me too.
on granted she's not on sea duty. However, she still is part of the military. So if they call her and tell her it's time to go, guess what?
It's time
She
for her
got
to
to
go.
lace them boots up and she got to go. The same thing with me when I was in there,
Hmm.
right? Whenever it's time to go, I had to tie the boots up and go do what I do. And you have people also in the military that's saying that they shouldn't have been in war. It's been a couple of times I've been called to duty, and I was just like, eh, do we really have to go over there? Is it necessarily to be bullies? Some things are necessary and some things are not. Now, if we going over there just fighting unnecessary wars or unnecessary battles, we wasting taxpayers' money. And that's truly what it boils down to. Taxpayers. Taxpayers are paying for these young men and young women to go fight these wars, necessary or unnecessary. That's my stance on it. If we're fighting for a reason, oil, gas, you trying to bully us, terrorism, things like that. I want to tie my boots up. I want to go over there. I'm not. I want to go over there and do what I have to do. But if I'm going over there just because I'm trying to be the bully, I deserve to get my nose chopped off. Because why bully? And I know the slogan, we bully people so people don't come over here and mess with us. But what do we teach our kids? Don't go out there bullying people and don't get bullied. So
Well, we were getting
I'm
bullied
with it,
by the Iranian regime
I'm with it, and I'm not.
because we got killed in Lebanon. We got killed in
Okay.
Syria. We got
Okay.
killed on our own soil by Iranian plants.
Hmm.
We got attacked many, many, many times. Same with Israel. They got attacked many, many times with Iran.
Hmm.
And we are
Hmm.
allies with Israel. And there's just sometimes we just can't, we just got to get in there and say, that's it, no more. And the
Hmm.
possibility, we don't know how close they got to getting that nuclear weapon. We blew them up, at least we thought we did.
Right.
And then they kept on yapping, kept on threatening. And that was it, no more. We're going to make sure we go in there, get that stuff, and get it out of there. And make sure that we take care of other nuclear scientists. Is because we're protecting ourselves, but in total retrospect, we're looking at protecting the whole world.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Nobody, me personally, nobody should have nuclear weapons. That's me personally. I think we all should be able to sit down at the round table, which I already know is not going to happen because everybody got differences. Sit down, have a conversation. But we know that's not going to happen. Why? Because we got egos. Why? Because we got pride. Why? Because we want to make sure that our family are taken care of. And I understand that 100%. So I
Mm.
personally don't think nobody should have any type of nuclear power,
And then we got
including
the we
me.
got those weapons that'll make people puke.
You know,
I didn't even
don't
know about
even.
those things, man. But they and then you're puking your eyes out.
Hey, so I I'm on the fence. Like I said, I don't follow the news like that. I have not followed the war, so I really don't have too much to say. But what I will say is, if it's unnecessary, we don't need to be over there. If it's necessary, then fine, let's be there.
I'm on the necessary side,
Okay.
and and I got. Are you willing to put your boots on? Hell yeah! I go out there and hump if I got to. That's why I signed for the draft. That's why women. I wish you guys didn't have any real opinions about this.
Yeah, but you got to also understand now women got kids, and these kids are joining the
Well,
military.
yeah, but that okay. It's like saying you're joining to become a cop. Why are you becoming a cop? What's the reason?
I'm becoming a cop to serve my community, to protect the people,
Is the possibility of
and
getting shot?
to yes, the
Possibility of
possibility is
getting run
always there.
over?
There's possibility there,
Possibility of dying?
but I didn't. I don't want my kids to sign up for unnecessary activities.
I understand that, but I was fully aware of the risk I was taking when I joined the military.
I wasn't. I joined the military because I thought I was gonna be rich.
Wrong. Wrong.
Most definitely, most definitely. But
Wrong.
I get your point. And again, I'm just saying you do have women out here that they sons and daughters um, choose the military for whatever reason. You got sons that just want to join the military, go to school. Would they go to school free? You got some that want to get the background so they can go into the FBI or the detective or the sheriff route or become a politician
But you're
or
putting your
something like that.
life on the line.
Yes, I agree. We know what we signed up for, right? I hate to say this, right? But recruiters lie,
Hell yeah. That's why you always go to
right?
somebody to find out what the real truth is.
When my daughter, when my daughter signed up for the military,
I had a
they
couple
turned.
sponsors that that they told me the truth.
Well, I, they told me the truth, but again, I have experience of them lying too.
Yeah. No,
Me,
I
not me
agree.
personally, but just to get numbers,
They call
right?
it they call it getting their bones.
And if you look at other people, women, men, whomever, they child is not a number. They child is a person. They
Hmm.
child is someone of life, dignity. You know what I'm saying? Something different, something better,
And
right?
I'll tell you this. Why did I
Okay.
join the military?
Right.
I'll just
Why
be
did you?
specific. Why did I join?
Okay.
To serve my country because of all the beautiful stuff that I got.
Hmm.
I'm very lucky to be born in this country and be a United States citizen because of
Understood.
all the things that I am able to do freely.
Hmm.
I wanted to give back. Yeah, it sounds corny, but it's real.
Right.
Then the GI Bill, pay
Yes.
for your college.
Yes.
You get paid. I mean, it sucks at first, but you actually start getting better pay. I
Right.
mean, it gets better exponentially better as you
You
move up
get
in
through a
rank,
lot of years.
which is which also teaches you discipline, teaches you merit, teaches you
Hmm.
how to grow, gain rank, which does
Hmm.
also get better pay,
Hmm.
but also teaches you responsibility. Now you're not just in charge of yourself, or if somebody
Right.
else is in charge of you. Now you're in charge of other people.
Yes. Other people's life truly
Yes,
are in your hand. Yes.
and it grows and grows and grows. Um, and then you can retire after 20 years. So if you get in at 20, you retire at 40. You're getting 50% of your paycheck.
100%.
Plus,
Unless you take the redux.
right, right. Unless you go on until what, 30? Is it 75 at 30?
Yep.
So, but you have many benefits.
Hmm.
But don't ever forget, your life is always on the line. Same thing with being a
Yes.
cop. You get a
Because you
great
did
pension.
sign a dotted line. Yes.
Nobody forced you. Nobody put a gun to your head and say, hey,
Sign this.
sign this or you
Un-
die. Well,
Unless you got drafted.
now the draft, that's what I was getting to. That's why women be quiet. Until you get signed up for the draft, until you have to do that, you should always consult a man to vote. And the reason being, because you never have to vote. Well, you can vote to send somebody to war, right? But you don't have
Yeah,
to sign up for it.
that's true.
We do. And there is
Hmm.
no time limit. I could be 75 and in in a sick bed, but if the military needs me and they need to draft me, they're going to draft me.
Hmm.
There is
I
no
mean,
time limit.
you're not gonna do nothing but walk around with your pamper on. But
That's
I get
right.
the point.
I'm just saying
Hmm. Right.
for us, there's always that possibility. So we always have that in mind like, okay, uh, we're going to be sending men to war if I vote this way or vote that way. And I was going to get into that. You know that we're a republic, not a democracy.
Correct.
Let me repeat that again. We are
Okay.
a republic, not a democracy. Democracies end really, really bad because it's mob rule. 51% of the country can vote that everybody has to walk around with the pants off. Guess what? 49% of that country has to walk around with their pants off, and they don't like it, but they got to.
Hmm.
That's called socialism. Socialism depends on democracy. We are a republic, and it is fragile right now because there are people out there that can argue that we're not one.
Yes, I have heard arguments.
All right, because um, the way it was supposed to be, we were only to vote in our local people. That means our local judges, our local sheriffs, our local congressmen, and our local congressmen going to either the state Congress or
Okay.
federal Congress. Okay,
Okay.
only the congressmen, not the senators. Then it was supposed to be for the state congressmen to vote in the Senate of the state. Then it was going to be all the senates of the states. I believe it was all the senates, or both Senate and Congress of the states, voted in their own senators.
Going into the draft.
No, 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 no. Right now we're just talking about the republic. We are a
Okay.
representative country. That means that
Okay.
we only vote for those people in local. Only the sheriff, the judges, our federal congressmen, and our state congressmen. The senates were voted in by Congress, meaning the the state, like let's say California state,
Okay.
our Congress, Senate and Congress, or
Mhm.
and Senate and House, they voted for the two senators. See how we're out of it
Not
now?
us.
Not us. And then our congressmen, and then that was the Senate of the United States and the Congress of the United States, which made the House and the Senate. And then it was the congressmen and the senators of the states that would vote in the president. We had nothing to do with it.
So
But
how
see,
did it change?
because of progressive legislation,
Giving
people, all you got to
everybody
do
a
is read
draft.
just read the Constitution. It tells you exactly how things are supposed to be.
Hmm.
But it was the amendments that came out after the 10 amendments that we had, our 10 our 10 rights. After that, they started adding more and more amendments, and it became more and more progressive as time went on. And that's why, we just barely got the right to vote for our senators. It wasn't
Hmm.
long ago.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I just think it should go back the way it was, because we're getting way too close to it being a uh, that's why they're fighting so hard to get rid of the electoral college. The electoral college are voted in by the people in uh, by separate votes that we take in our separate counties and separate areas. And
Okay.
then
What is
those,
electoral colleges? You teaching me something today. I'm about to look this up.
yeah,
Keep talking.
and then the electoral college is what votes in the president. Because, when you go state by state, like I think California has 55 electoral votes, and
Okay.
the state of Texas has about 50, about 45 votes. So the state of Texas being red and the state of California being blue, they cancel each other
Right.
out. So it starts going to the other states. That's why they say swing states. But it
Okay.
allows for the smaller states to have a bigger voice, or at least the same kind of voice as the bigger states, because it
Why
goes by
so?
population.
That's the purpose of the electoral vote.
Exactly. That's why we do
Okay.
the electoral college, to keep it fair. Because individual states, some states allow abortion, some don't. So you want to
Right.
live if you want to live in a state that doesn't allow abortion and has different ways of doing things, or more conservative, you live in that state, you still want to have that voice. Like little Rhode Island has a voice. That's representative government. That allows us where it's not going to be a mob rule. Because when you get to mob rule, it's bad.
Yeah, that's
Real
when it comes to, like, I would say, consider dictatorship.
exactly. Because what's going to happen? We vote somebody in, and then they get to a point where, okay, we're not going to have any more elections. And that's real. That happened. That happened in
Yeah,
Venezuela.
yeah. I got you.
You know,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
and that's why the SAVE Act that's going through Congress at the moment, that needs to be passed. That way, if you want to register to vote, you got to present that you are an American citizen by having a birth birth certificate
Mm-hmm.
or your passport, something that tells the government that you are truly a citizen of the United States. Because guess
So
what?
not your driver license,
Right. It's
not
just,
your state ID.
and that's just to register. And then when you vote, you just all you have to do is present an ID because they've
But
already.
don't we vote with our
No, not in the state of
birth
California.
certificate?
It's against the law to show your ID to vote. You know that, right?
You teaching me? I'm learning.
I'm telling you,
I'm learning.
that's the progressives. Those are the the lefties. Those the crazies with the thing in their nose and their colored hair. I'm telling you, I've been watching a lot of stuff online, and I'm telling you, it is. I swear, women with that thing in their nose, it's a telltale. They're lefties. Telltale. I don't know what it is they got thing about the septum nose ring thing.
Maybe they just like that type of fashion.
Yeah, I thought so too. But
I don't think I'm all like
I
that.
think it's like, all right, I'm a lefty now, so I gotta get that septum in my nose because it's guys too.
No, this guy's walking around here with big holes in their ears.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
they're
they
not
do.
even from an African tribe. What's wrong with these people?
That's what they do. Get the big nose rings and everything.
I know.
But
I
hey,
seen it. I seen it.
you know, I again, I just say, like I said, I don't follow. I have not followed the war, but I do say, if we're fighting for a reason, we fight for a reason. If we're not fighting for a reason, I can understand why other people are speaking up as well. So I'm always in between. I'm never too high. I'm never too low. Right? I'm like right in between. Why? Because I have the right to be so.
No, you
you
can do
know,
what you want, man. I'm
right?
just saying, it
Should
just
nobody be able
irritates
to
me.
persuade? No, and again, nobody should be able to persuade me to go either right or left. Right? Should be able to choose
No,
either
that
way I
is
feel like to go.
your absolute right to do so.
100%. You know what I'm saying? I have the right to vote. I have the right not to vote. I have the right to drive a car. I have a right to do whatever I want to do as well as I'm in the United States of America. Right? Because that is my natural born right.
Guess what flags they was doing at the No Kings rallies?
Which ones? Not the
The
Confederate.
communist ones with the hammer and
Oh,
sickle with red.
for real?
Yeah, they're saying some like I don't know, some what's the answer? Is a revolution.
Mm. Oh, you think we're gonna have another Revolution War
No,
or another Civil War?
no, no,
Neither one.
no. The reason why is the middle class is too big. People with common
Okay.
sense, there's too many of us.
Okay.
And I think we kind of, it's kind of like when you have children, you go along with their little fantasies for a little while,
Hmm.
but then you
Yeah.
just have to bring them to reality. Okay, Santa Claus ain't real. Okay,
Hmm.
uh, the Easter Bunny, that's another thing.
I was just thinking that one.
The Easter Bunny, not
Easter
real.
is next week, ain't it?
Tooth Fairy, not real. It was all me. I did that for you.
Now, for a long time, I thought the Tooth Fairy was real.
I was always a realist. I never thought anything was real. I just like,
Until I,
no, that's not real. No, that,
until I was about what 15? No, less than. I think it was like 10, 11. And my daddy went for Christmas, and he said, "Listen, I'm Santa Claus," and I was like, "I'm the Tooth Fairy." I was like, "No, you crushed my heart." But yes, I understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
my
For
mama
people
come
to
in when I lost a
throw the
tooth. My
rock out
mama
there.
come in and put and I go, Mom, I want $5. She'd be like, what are you talking about? I know you're the tooth fairy. Can I just have my $5 now? I'll go to the liquor store right now and get some candy.
That's, you know. So yeah,
Because I was always a
people know the
realist.
past out there.
I was a
And
realist
then
all the time. I couldn't help myself.
understood. Ain't nothing like progressive thinking. Nothing like progressive thinking.
Yeah, you
But
can live in a
sometimes
fantasy world. You can
we,
think
we
you're a
can't be
woman if you're a
we
man.
can't be okay. Okay. We can't be too progressive. We can't. Did you hear about USPS?
What about
Supposed to
them?
be they
The,
supposed to be running out of money in the next 2 years,
the mail?
2027, 2028. Yeah.
Well, that's obvious. Look, it's kind of like what was it? It was in the Old West, the carriers, the mail carriers.
Hmm.
God, I can't remember their name. That was funded by the United States, but then mail came along. And so they got rid of them, and it became the mail.
Mm. Well, they
Uh,
saying they're about to run out of money.
well, yeah, I mean, who really uses the mail anymore?
True. So people, y'all need to start doing paperless mails. That check that y'all waiting on, the tax paychecks, they ain't
Everything
even
I
going with
do is
paper.
digital now. I mean,
Bro, we moving digital.
yeah, yeah,
We moving digital.
and even
And
cash, even cash is
honestly,
going to
we've
go that
been
way,
digital.
huh?
We've been digital.
Yeah, yeah.
When they first came out with the ATM
I mean,
cards.
I resisted a little while, but I
Yeah,
saw the tea leaves. I've always been in the tech industry anyway, so I saw it coming. I'm surprised that the mail lasted this long.
yeah, because they said 2027, 2028, they would be at $0. Zero.
Yeah, because
I mean,
there's no real mail anymore. Everything, even the more
it's junk.
important, even the more important pieces of mail, because I got some from the VA, came
Hmm.
FedEx.
Yes, that's true. And they saying FedEx and what is the other one? I think
UPS.
it's XPO Logistics.
Yep.
They they being they I think they invested 30 to 40 million dollars into them. I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was Trump or somebody, but they invested into 30 to 40 million dollars or something like that. Yeah.
Well, 30 or 40 million doesn't sound right. Maybe 30 to 40 billion.
No, let me look it up. Maybe, but that's what I'm hearing.
My analogy, though, coming up was about the fantasy world thing
Okay.
with the children. That people are now waking up, like going, okay, we're not going to play your games anymore. We got to come back to reality. Biology is biology, like it or not. It's a
Hmm.
it's binary. There is no other. Man, woman. That's it. All right. And then to play those games and to say no, trans woman's a woman. No, you may look it. You may look the part. You might be able to fool us, but the biology is the same, which means that you will never know what it's like to be a woman. As a woman will never know what it's like to be a man. That's why we must coexist and do our best to understand each other.
Hmm.
Again, nuclear family always is at the pinnacle for me. But yeah, socialism is a cancer that's really bad for this country. Communism is a super cancer. It will kill us off in a quick second. And we're not going to know our country anymore. Is that real? And they're
I believe that.
infiltrating little by little by little. And they got the Democrat Party already because they're antithetical to, they're just against Trump. They don't care about anything else. They're just anti Trump. They don't have any kind of party planks. They have no policies. They have nothing to offer but big government. Look at what happened in Virginia. That governor that came in. I'm not going to put in new taxes. I'm just going to bring civility back to government, right? 50 new taxes that the Virginians have to go through. 50.
Oh,
50.
Commonwealth is like the worst place to live. Any state that has Commonwealth is the whew,
Tax you for
yes,
anything.
they make laws that is ridiculous. I lived in Virginia, and it's a Commonwealth state. If you don't know now, you know. When they make some laws up for you, that is ridiculous. I'm like, oh my god, why? It's unnecessary. So that's why I say I'm in between.
Well, if you look at it too, Democrats they got crazy when we got USAID out the way. That's where they were getting their money. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
I believe that.
They were using USAID, saying that we're gonna fund this particular program over here at this other country.
Hmm.
They gave that person maybe a quarter or a
Hmm.
fifth or an eighth of that money, and then they just sent it right back to the Democrat Party to reinvest back into their own campaign. How do you think these people stay rich?
That's true. That's true. Yes, I believe that,
And that's
and I
real.
have heard that, and that's the reason why. What is it? Doge? Was it Doge?
Doge, yeah. Department of
That
Governmental
government
something.
efficiency, government efficiency, something like that. Yeah, I was just like, wow. I'm hearing that they was invested in, what was it? Some type of, I forget. It was so much dumb stuff. It was ridiculous.
Hmm.
It was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they saying the U.S. Postal Service is facing a crucial financial crisis and could run out of money by fall of this year or early 27, warns Postmaster Grant David Stern. Due to dwelling mail volumes and operating losses, the agent is seeking increased borrowing authorities from Congress to avoid halting operations, potentially leading to a higher stamp price, fewer delivery days, or reduced services. They reported consistent losses. 2025 of $9 billion.
I just think it's time to go private.
Private
Privatize the
explain.
USPS, have somebody buy it, run it like a regular business, things will go back to normal.
But that's
There,
what it was, though, wasn't it? Or was it
no,
public?
it was always a governmental agency.
Okay.
Always. Yep.
Okay.
But I just think I think it's just time to go private on that. Anything private gets better. Everything that goes government gets worse.
Because you got too many hands in the cookie jar.
Everybody wants a piece.
Your mom always tell you keep your hand out the cookie jar.
Everybody wants a piece. That's I will say
And this is why I like Trump, because he can't be persuaded. He had his own money. And looking at TV shows and looking at how people operate and stuff like that, I can see how easily people can be persuaded to go left or to go right. It's always, if I give you this, I need something to be this. So that's one thing I do like. I like a person that stands on merit, that stands on business, and basically just stand tall in what he's doing and what he's saying. Now, do I agree with everything that he's saying? No. I'll be the first to tell you. And I'm saying it live here on YouTube. Right? But to have a person to stand on what was being said and putting actions behind what he's saying, I can't fault nobody for that. Because what they tell you, actions speak louder than words. So
there was a
I
movie.
will say that.
One of my most favorite movies of all time was Heartbreak Ridge. Remember that movie with Clint Eastwood?
Heartbreak,
Heartbreak Ridge with Clint Eastwood.
heartbreak. Ridge.
if you don't know, you
Come
should
on.
watch it. It's a Marine Corps.
Okay.
It's a Marine Corps movie. It's about in Grenada. But the analogy I was going to give was that no matter how much the gunnies, uh, I want to say platoon didn't like him.
Oh, it's about that medical guy.
No,
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Then. Go ahead.
but no matter how much his platoon, because he had a re like almost get his what do they call them in? Is it platoons in Marine Corps?
I think so.
All
Don't
right, so
lie to me.
he was a head of recon, right?
Okay.
And no matter how much they hated him, he always got their back. Stood tall for them, talked shit to the officers.
Hmm.
You know, always stood up for his guys, no matter what. You know, he goes, I can't. I don't know. I need to know what these men are capable of. I got to be able to train them. I got to be able to do the things I got to do to find out where my men are so I can get them right. Because I want them to be killing machines and I want them to go home. So he was always had their back. And that's one thing I respect about Trump. He's got our back no matter what country he goes to. He stands tall and doesn't take shit from nobody. And will tell them in their face,
Hmm.
you guys are doing wrong and you need to start doing right.
Hmm.
Goes to NATO and gives them an ass chewing. He went to the UN and gave the UN an ass chewing.
Hmm.
You guys are shitting on us too much. We fund everything you're doing, and you're telling us to no, it ain't gonna happen anymore. I'm pulling funding. Forget you. They we're sorry, we're sorry. That's respect.
Hmm. Yeah.
Not I like the US because they capitulate to everything we want. Nuh-uh. There's a reason why they call us Americans, because I know that when we went to other places in the world, we always had our chest out. We had our, we're
True.
squared,
100%.
you know, and they go, yeah, the arrogance of the American. Hell yeah, because we're the best. Now what?
Hmm. Hmm.
And that is what Trump
That's true.
does. He's always in the front, always in the middle, always number one, no matter what pictures he's taking, no matter where he's at. He is showing that he has American pride and we are America first, period. If these things don't go our way, we're out. Peace.
Hmm.
We'll figure something else out because we're number one in the world. Oh, no. That's what he told NATO. Oh, okay, NATO, if you don't want to bring your ships down here to help us with the Strait of Hormuz, okay, I'll remember that. Next thing you know, it gets a call from France. Dude, I'm going out there to help you guys out. I promise. He don't care. He'll leave NATO in a second. I'm done with
Hmm.
this place. Peace, love.
Right.
We're on the other side of the
That's,
hemisphere anyway, and I'm going to get Greenland so we can protect the bombs coming through. That's why we want Greenland. It's simple. People, you don't understand. I mean, if you look at it from a 100,000 mile up view, you'll see the plan. It's not hard to decipher. It's not. We get our hemisphere all cleared up with South America, Central America, North America. We get Canada to stop being a little bitch out there, and we tell them, look, stop doing that, which is the tariffs. They do, their milk. They had a 250% tariff on it to give it to us. And guess how much our tariff was to give to them?
probably 2%.
Zero.
That's crazy.
Now we said, okay, we put it level. They're all,
You got to
why?
flip it.
Well, yeah, well, become our 51st state. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
So what?
Again, I'm with anybody that's standing tall. Because you need strong leaders and you need people with powerful voices. You do. You know what I'm saying?
And he's not
And
going outside the commander in chief or the president legal things he can do. He's not going
right.
past that.
Mm.
Anyway,
So, and you also, I know people don't like change, right? People are consistent in what they do, right? You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth. You wake up in the morning, you wash your face.
you eat
You wake
oatmeal.
up in the morning, you get your cup of coffee, all that other good stuff, right? You're a consistent person. And when something slightly change, it throws you off.
It do. It do.
And that's what I think Trump is doing. It throws some people off because it wasn't the norm of what going on. It's just like if you go to your job right now and you get a new manager, right? And that manager come in and he or she is saying, well, today we go do this, this, and this, but you normally do that, that, and this. And then we go get to this, and this. Wait. We never did it like this. No, I know we didn't do it like this. This is how we're going to do it. And then people get agitated, people get mad, and your light just got real bright, you know. And so change is change is good, and it can also be bad. But I say give somebody a chance and go from there.
Right.
You got
Right.
real bright. Turn your light down, so.
Oh no, I have. I was going to try to do two things at once.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need you not to do that on live right now, brother. Nah.
I know I got all super ghost.
Mm-hmm.
No, but now Greenland. Why do we need Greenland? What do you think? Why do you think you brought that up? I'm curious what you think, Tony.
I'm be honest, I don't know.
You know what is on the top of Greenland?
Let me look up my.
Russia is just a few miles away from Greenland.
Okay.
So what can we put on top of Greenland that can keep us safe?
Let me look at this. All right.
You're going to see that what's going to keep us safe is a anti-missile. The dome, that golden dome he talks about, that is a part of it, and that's why he needs it. Or that's why we need it. Greenland has always been in our radar since 1860s, I think. Ever since the 1860s, around there. Greenland has always been our radar. We just never got it.
To put a golden dome, what's the purpose of the dome? Did you say for a missile?
Yeah, protect us from missile attacks.
Okay.
It's a defense system. We already got it. It was in the big beautiful bill. We got it.
Okay.
And so what we want to do is get Greenland so that we can put our anti-missiles on top and really have that protection all the way around us.
Smart.
I mean, it's a strategic thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only 55,000 people that live there.
Really?
Yep. And they all want to be a part of the United States. They want to get rid of the Dutch, because the Dutch are the ones that own it.
They over here.
Or Denmark. I think it's Denmark. But they want to be a part of the United States, like, they'd be a Puerto Rico. All right.
Puerto Rico don't want to be here.
Well, they're a part of us. Then kiss my ass.
I know.
Look, they don't want to be a state. They want to stay the way they are because they don't, they don't pay taxes. You know that, right?
Yes. Yes.
But if they were a state, guess what?
They got to pay taxes.
There you go.
But Washington State don't pay taxes.
Right. Well, no, I mean,
Illinois.
I'm talking about
Illinois don't pay taxes.
federal tax.
I get what you're saying.
And guess where the IRS is? They're in Puerto Rico.
What?
Yep.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look it up for yourself.
IRS? I'm about to.
I feel like I'm teaching you all kinds of cool stuff. Things you didn't know about.
I spelled house wrong.
Yeah, it's amazing some of the things that people don't know. And I'm not saying anything about
the main headquarters is in Washington, D.C.
No, it's in Puerto Rico. They have a big office in Puerto Rico. And there's a reason. It's because, all right, people, I'm going to blow your mind again. And It's because you're in the system. It's not really involuntary any longer, but it is voluntary. But you've
Yeah,
been
it
paying
is.
already.
What is Guanabara?
Huh?
I don't know if I said that right. Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.
Jubala?
No, Guaynbo, Guanaba, Puerto
You
Rico.
don't pronounce the G.
Okay, Awanaba did. I don't something like that.
Something like that. All right.
Yeah.
But anyways, look, I don't know anything about those taxes. I'm not trying to say no. You pay your taxes, but it's voluntary. But you didn't know that, so you already put yourself in the system. But you didn't know that
Right now.
right now. You're
Oh
already
yeah,
done.
yeah.
You're mixed
I knew
in.
that.
You're in. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah, I knew that.
But
Yeah.
that is what Trump is trying to get us out of,
Yes.
because that's servitude.
Yes.
So he wants to
We
get rid
paying
of the income
taxes on
tax.
taxes with taxes.
Right. Why did we fight a whole Revolutionary War? Was over
Taxes.
taxation without representation.
Yes. 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 Taxes. Taxes. Taxes.
And it was over
When I
tea
when
taxes.
I read that, I was just like, wait a minute. So we shouldn't have been paying taxes?
And who put it in? The
I forgot who
Democrats.
it was. I was like, but why? So it started out, we just supposed to use taxes. Let me know if I'm wrong. It was for a war,
Yes.
right?
1% and
But
only
I
for
was
the
just about
rich.
to say, I was just about to say that. And then they said, well, we'll have them continue paying taxes. They voted that in. And then they said, well, we go do a federal tax. And then they said, we're going to do a state tax. And then that's when it just kept going and going
Well,
and going and going and going. He got to take a breath.
because I hate this. And it's all about progressive ideals.
Yes.
It's always liberal or the left that does it. The ones that want to tell you how to live your life. All right. Because how can they change the way you behave in society? Tax it. They can control you. Look at what. All right. This is a good control, but it's a control nonetheless. They're giving you more money to have babies. Control. Um, if they want to split the family, you come to dire straits. The family has to split so that the mom can have benefits with the children.
Mm-hmm.
Man can't be in the house. Control. It's always trying to control you. It's all about control. That's why tariffs are so good. If we make enough money off tariffs off other countries, which we're going to,
Mm-hmm.
we no longer have to pay an IRS tax. Now, the reason we did that is because we were so rich. Most of the countries in the world were poor, but they still wanted to do business with us.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do? They started taxing us to get the money.
Correct.
And that's why that free trade stuff that you heard about, remember that free trade with Mexico, Canada, all that?
Mm-hmm.
Bad for us, because
Mm-hmm.
that would have solidified us paying taxes for infinitum and raising it over and over and over. Keep on raising. And who was always against reducing your taxes or even getting rid of them at all? The Democrat Party. And why people choose to keep voting for these people, these knuckleheads, I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. It goes against all common sense for me. All of it.
I was trying to explain the tariffs to somebody, and they said, "But we gonna be paying for the tariffs." I say, "Yes, but over time, it's gonna slow down with us, and everybody else is gonna be paying." No, no, that's not how that works. I was like, I'm sure that's how it works, but I could be wrong.
No, well, okay. Right now, a lot of the businesses are absorbing the cost.
Yes, which in turns make the consumer prices go up.
No, no, no. They're absorbing the cost. That what I meant by that was the companies are absorbing the cost, so they're not raising their prices. That means they're absorbing that cost
Hmm.
because the government or Trump
Hmm.
had it set up so that they would be able to do extra on their taxes, so that they would be able to subsidize. It's not really subsidizing, but they'd have a deduction on their taxes for it.
Okay.
Okay, which would allow them to keep their prices the way they are. Okay, and it would be a good, like I said, control. It's how they control people. I don't care what you say; it's always money.
Hmm. Hmm.
But if let's say the tariffs were the ones that was handling all of the government spending, we no longer had a tax.
That would be beautiful.
Right. So how much control would the government have over us?
Not nothing. You just think about when you got just say $10,000 in your pocket. Right? Just put it. I'm just keeping it simple terms. You got $10,000 in your pocket. That's enough money to invest in anything, right? You have the power. You have the control to do what you want to do. I know $10,000 don't sound like a lot, but just think about it. You got $10,000 in your pocket. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do,
Because if you
right?
get $10,000 cash, you have to claim. You have to. The IRS will get involved
Of course, they're
instantly.
trying to figure out where they're coming from.
Right. But if there was
Just
no longer an IRS, I mean, just imagine all the amount of freedom you'll get back.
yeah, just think
And
about
then
your annual salary, your annually salary.
is the money you bring home. So if you make one
Period.
hundred twenty $120,000 a year, you bring home $120,000 a year.
Period.
Now, I think the concession that we'd have to make, and I think that one would make, Social Security taxes.
Yes.
Now, that may still stay, because I do agree with having a safety net for our citizenry. But if the tariffs can take care of that for us, it's kind of like what they're
Watch
doing
this.
right now. Put $1,000 away for every newborn that's coming along. That
Hmm.
$1,000 gets put into an account that you can't touch until you're 18. Compound interest, boom, everybody has $1 million at the end.
Hmm. Yeah. Especially for the newborn babies, right now to like 29 or 28, something
Yep.
like that, 20, 30, something like that. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, if they do the same kind of thing for for everybody in the social program, where that money gets put away while you're in the time that you're working, like
Yes.
from 18 on till about whatever retirement age they say, like let's say 50 or 55.
I think they need to get rid of the 65 one.
Right.
I personally think because once you get to 65, it's like and don't get me wrong, I see some beautiful 65-year-old people walking around here, 70, 80-year-old people.
And women,
But
my
you know,
goodness. Wow.
what's the life expectation right now? Expectancy,
About 90, 95.
you know, that's 30 years, 25, 30 years. You
But
know,
if you're responsible, you have yourself a nest egg.
100%.
But it would teach people.
And that goes to this. And I don't want to cut you off. That's why you should not depend on the government. And some things I agree with the government. You know what I'm saying? They want to help out the people and stuff like that. But personally, I feel if you're able body, you should be able to get up and go out here and make some type of ends meet. If they're putting up $5 a week, if they're putting up $5 a month, put into a IRA or some type of stock. Back in the day they had bonds and stuff like that. I'm just saying, if you're able and willing body,
Or even
you
precious
should be able
metals,
to. Oh, precious metals, silver
gold,
and gold.
silver. You know.
Yeah, you know, and put that money up. I know it don't sound like a lot. I know $5, but I you spend $20, $30. You spend $100 a day on nothing. How many times you go out to eat?
Real quick, we're not financial experts. We're just trying to give you some good advice. Go ahead.
Yes, you're right. You spend $50 a day on just going out to eat, right? So why not take that $50 and put it up somewhere? Some people only probably spend $10 a day to eat out.
How much do you
Depend on
spend
whatever
on all
you.
these social things like YouTube? I mean, I spend what, $15 a month on that. I spend
Uh, you talking about streaming
yeah,
services?
streaming services. You spend money on those things.
You got
Just
Paramount
consider it
24,
a streaming service. Put it in somewhere,
HBO. Yes, you know, and just put it up somewhere and just let it grow, 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 grow.
and it will.
Don't touch it. You got to be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? So
And it's up to you and what you want to do. Because they give gift gold certificates. When you
yes,
have enough, you'll get a gold bar or you'll get a gold thing. But it just the reason why I'm so intense on the metals, that's real.
yeah, it don't depreciate or
That's real. That's something you can
nothing.
go and touch and grab and hold on to. The 401k is great if you want to play the market. The market has always done this.
Yes, I
All
lost
right.
money
But
this past
there are
this
bubbles
past year.
and there are things that happen. So you have
Yes.
to be careful. But usually that bubble will survive and you'll continue going. Okay.
Mhm.
But
I think the S&P averaging almost 10% a year, almost
yeah. Just about.
right now, consistently.
So, but do what you want. But the thing is try to stay away from government as much as possible. Because for me, government is nothing more than something that gives us the guardrail, law and order. That's it. Keep our walls up and our borders. Keep us safe so that we can have a good life.
Mhm.
You
There's
know,
nothing wrong with that.
and and just watch some businesses. Just we all know what's fair and we all know what's unfair. We all know what's good and we all know what's bad. And we have our ways of getting through it, like finding a lawyer that will help us get. Uh, if we got scammed or something or other, we'd be able to go and get our restitution. You know,
Mhm.
and we use
Speaking of
law
restitution,
and order to get our money.
speaking of restitution, I want my 40 acres in the middle.
Oh, come on, that's not that's not restitution. That's I can't remember. I can't remember what it's another word. Hold on.
Yes, please look it
It's another
up.
word though. It is. Uh,
Okay.
it's not retribution.
No, it ain't retribution. It's
It's
restitution.
sorry for me looking like a ghost at the moment. Uh,
Whatever the word is,
reparations. That's the word.
whatever the word is,
Am
I
I
want
at
my 40
fault
acres
for
in the
my
middle.
Am I at fault for my grandparents?
Yes.
I am.
No. No.
Remember what the Bible says. The
Listen.
teeth don't get stained by
Listen.
the stains of the father.
I agree with that. Right. However, my ancestors
Sure,
did a lot for
mine
me to
too.
sit here.
The
I'm
Spanish were
just saying.
enslaved by the Persians, right?
Yes, I know.
And for thousands of years.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, I don't
but
care.
we only have.
I'm
You
not
only have
there.
400. You only have 400.
I'm not
We agreed
there,
to this.
but I'm not there.
So, my black people, I want my reparations too.
You're
But
just a
what we
money
doing?
hog. Money
Hey, bro,
hog.
okay, what? I was listening to a song today, and Don Tripp, and he said, "If you're not about your money, go sit over there somewhere. Don't come over here with me with that." Right now, am I rich? I am a rich person in heart. I am a rich person because of my family. I am a rich person because I can touch physically the people that I love. I'm very rich. It's the difference between being rich and being wealthy,
Well, I was just talking money,
right?
bro. And you know,
I
I'm just
know.
playing with you.
I'm gonna explain
I'm just
it.
playing with you.
I get you, brother. No, but I'm just saying, man, everybody should. I'm not telling you to go out here and die for the money. I'm not telling you to do that. But I am telling you go out here and make yourself a nice living
Oh
where
no,
you
of
can see
course.
where you can do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it.
What I told my daughters, both of them, find that one thing you're really, really good at. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter
Hmm.
anything, but find that
Hmm.
one thing you're really good at and do it.
That's it.
Do it every day and become the best at it.
Hmm.
And believe me, people will pay you for it. If
Pay you
digging
for it.
ditches is
Yep.
your number one thing, I'm sure there's always a ditch to be made.
Yep. I seen this analogy. I think it was with a skyline. Skyline is a vehicle, skyline, and it was a message where the father gave his daughter a skyline, right? And he told the daughter to take it to three places. One place just said they'd give her $5,000. The next place said they'd give her $50,000, and the next place said they'd give her $350,000. Find the value, find the worth in yourself. That was the message. Just because somebody is offering you less than, you can always go somewhere else and get something bigger and better.
And that's the wisdom and knowledge that you'll find out when you're able to make that decision.
Yes.
You're
You
going
got
to
to keep a
fail.
clear head.
You'll fail.
Yes.
Promise you.
Oh, yes.
But you better learn from your mistake. That's wisdom. Learning from
Yep.
your mistakes, you know.
Hmm.
And that reminds me of the parable of Jesus,
Okay.
the good steward.
Mm.
Remember?
Hmm.
One guy goes and gets, let's say Jesus gives him $1. He goes, comes back, I got $10 for you. Well, all right. Good and faithful servant.
Hmm.
Next one. Gave him $1. Came back, I got you $20, sir. All right.
Hmm.
Good and faithful servant. Gave it to another one.
Hmm.
Goes, buries it. Then Christ comes back. He gives him his dollar back, and he's like, "What's wrong with you?
What you do?
What'd you do, man? I just went and
Right?
buried the money. What? You didn't do something with it to make more?" That's why capitalism is number one. Capitalism is the only thing that'll get you out of being poor to becoming multi-rich or wherever you want to be in that spectrum.
That's true.
The only one.
Yes.
Socialism, either you work or you're an elite. Communism, either you work or you're an elite. That's it. There's no working up, there's no working down. You are just that way. But capitalism allows you to make as much money as you want. And it doesn't matter how old you are.
Yep.
Morgan Freeman, 45 when he became an actor.
Mm.
And now one of the greatest actors ever.
Mm.
He just changed. I want to be an actor now.
God is good, bro.
You know,
Yeah.
it took Disney 55 banks, 55 banks to go through before that somebody believed in his idea. I bet you those other 55 banks were kind of pissed off. Oh, man, did we miss that? We missed that train.
So,
Right? Don't ever give up. Don't
and I'm not saying
ever
don't
give up.
depend on people. I'm saying
Do it.
lean on each other.
Yeah, do it with
Lean
God's
on
way.
each other.
Do it God's way.
Yes. Yes. Lean on each other. You know. And
Ill gotten gains is a bad thing. that will eat you up from inside out. What is it? Path to the dark side it is. Sorry, I love Star Wars. Love it with all my heart. Don't believe in space, but I love Star Wars. Love Star Wars with all my heart.
That's another subject at hand.
Oh, I'll get there. Don't worry about it. I'm dropping little hints here and there.
Oh, I know.
But you know, I look at it. The way I look at it is that Star Wars is just one big ocean, and they just go to different islands because everything's nautical anyway. Ship, you know, captain.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all nautical. Anyway,
That's true. So, I look like we're coming to the end.
We're at the end, man. We're at the end. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's good. This is it was a good lesson tonight.
Yeah,
I learned some stuff. I did. I really did.
You got something to read?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, pick it out and let's go for it.
I always got something to read. Let me open up the phone. All right. John 1.
Excuse me, sorry.
John 1:29. The next day, John seen Jesus coming unto him and said, Behold the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world. John 1:29. The next day, John seen Jesus coming unto him and said, Behold the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sins of the world. Jesus died on the cross for us, man. As a matter of fact, I was in church Sunday, right? And this young man got up there, and he said, I can't verbatim say what he said, but his message was, we should be grateful, we should be thankful for what Jesus done for us. This man went through torture, he went through hell. He did not say hell, I'm added hell, to take away the sins of us.
Now he went to hell too.
However, we still out here sinning. And it tortures God to know that we still sin. But he still is graceful. He still is merciful. And he still is the man of the Most High. And he gave his only begotten Son for us. So be grateful, be thankful, and be peaceful out there. Jesus is looking over us, God is looking over us. Sunday is Resurrection Day.
Yes, it is. We got 2 more shows to go.
Yes, we do.
We'll be back tomorrow at noon. We just want to try out this midnight hour time, see what happens.
Yes, sir.
But don't ever forget that Jesus loves you and he died for you. So remember that. It's important.
Yes. I think this young man was like 14, 15, and it touched me. Listen to the youth, man.
That's right. Through the mouth of babes.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. You have a good night, Tony.
Love you.
Love you too, brother. We out.
Love you all.